The agreement between Firestone and the government of Liberia sets the terms for the company's business operations in the country. Firestone leases 121,000 acres of land from the government, nearly 200 square miles, to grow and process natural rubber. It is the country's largest private taxpayer and largest single private employer. Under the agreement, the company has agreed to make substantial new investments in Liberia totaling $100 million over the coming years.
Commitment. That's what we've made here. We've made a long-term commitment, not just in dollars, but in interest in the future of the Liberian people, and in Firestone is a significant part of that future.
Under the agreement, Firestone employees are among the highest paid in the country and are paid in US dollars. They are represented by a labor union which freely negotiates working conditions, wages, and retirement benefits. Firestone employees also receive free housing, subsidized rice, free education for their children, and free health care for themselves and their families.
We see school, we see children, we see a community developing, and we see the prosperity. Of course, might just be here, but we see that life will become to resurrect, that people will start thinking that something positive is going. And I'm sure when you come back after a year, you see kids around here in hundreds moving around. And I'm sure they will join me and say, thanks to Firestone for its immense contribution to this country.
Through its hydroelectric facility, Firestone provides electricity to the country's only working airport. In addition to the thousands of acres it replants every year, the company is also providing more than 600,000 rubber tree saplings to local farmers to help rebuild the country's rubber growing sector. Rubber is a key crop in Liberia, and after 14 years of war, the country's rubber growing business will be lost if it's not replanted quickly.
A lot of people in Liberia depend on rubber as a livelihood, a way of living.
Firestone is a force for stability in Liberia by providing stable jobs and education. Thousands of independent farmers are being helped in replanting their rubber trees and need Firestone as a stable customer. People come from all over Liberia for medical treatment at Firestone clinics. People like Sando Smallwood, who faced life-threatening cancer and couldn't find the care she needed in Monrovia. She found it at Firestone.
I would just say thank you. May God bless you all and the whole Firestone company, even the doctors, even the team that came. I say thank you, a big thanks to you all for your goodness.
With a new, freely elected government and peace for the first time in years, the country has an opportunity to rebuild. But the challenges are enormous. The lack of infrastructure, the sheer amount of work that needs to be done. Rebuilding here will not be quick or easy.
This country is starting now from a base that has been totally turned back to pre-development days. We are starting literally from foundations again on much of what we do here. We have to try and pace ourselves a little bit. At the same time, we need to make progress as fast as we can.
Liberia's greatest asset is its children. They are the country's future. Firestone is investing in education, giving thousands of Liberian children a chance to learn. With a new agreement in place, Firestone is committed to a new era of progress. It will require patience and persistence. It'll require sweat and teamwork, but the reward will be watching these children grow up with hope, an education, and the chance for a better life.